Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host. Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host.
Hello. Welcome to the show. My name is Mike Reed, and I'm ready to get into some of the latest and greatest with the industry. Make sure we got everything going. Got all the tablets and everything going for us. Oh, I don't need that. Let's see here. Hey, I already got a couple of people on Instagram. Hey, thanks for coming. Started the Instagram a little late. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. Probably turn down my mic a little bit. And then let's get into it. I've seen quite a few new people on YouTube, and you got one young lion. He's out here doing the grocery cases. He's doing what is that, Dollar General and stuff like that, those freezer cases, and he's got some pretty good videos. So I'm going to probably put a couple of snippets of some of his work, and then tell you how you get a hold of, well, you guys already know, because it's not like he's working on anything I haven't told you guys about. Let's see if we can add some of this here. So happy Monday to you. Monday has been getting kind of crazy. Let's see what we got. Here we go. All right, we got Insomnia Cookies with 1,800 stores. So as you, I don't know if you guys know, but Krispy Kreme has invested in Insomnia Cookies. So Crumble Cookie is readjusting some of their store ownership, but Insomnia Cookie is going they're going in the opposite way. Hey, Niall, what's happening? And so any questions you guys have, anything you put on Instagram, just put it out there, anything you want to know, and I'll be sure to address it in the stream. Wilco Appliance, what's happening? Now, Insomnia, oh, I forgot. I forgot who. I forgot which one of the companies is using. Which one of the companies Insomnia Cookies is using for their facilities management. but it's something like on site, or it's something like one of those. There's one of the. It's somebody I've already told you about. So just so you know, a lot of these brands, they've got some heavy backing. They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So you have some people that are they're a little afraid of some of these places, but you know, other entities are getting involved across the board, and they're just, everybody's looking to diversify. So that's what you got here, where you have this Verlin Vest and Mistral Equity Partners is going to, so obviously they're going above 1,800 stores. So you got that. And once again, my source is Nation's Restaurant News. Young Buck. Oh, Young Buck. Are you the one, or you guys are talking about, so on Instagram, Put is talking about Young Buck Refrigeration. Yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking about, is Young Buck Refrigeration. Let me see if I can find him. All right, so he is Young Buck Refrigeration. Let me see if this is showing up. Yeah, that's him. That's him. I am subscribed to him. I don't know why. I guess not on this one, not on this account. Let me give you the link to him. So everything I've been telling you guys about, he's doing it. So he's doing it. He's doing the Zero Zone. Which one was the Zero Zone? I think this is one of these was Zero Zone. He's working on Zero Zone, Structural Concepts, and a lot of the other ones. So here's the link. There's a link to him. All right, fair use. My internet is lagging today. I might not show too many live videos. Hey, excuse me. I know you can see me on camera eating ice cream, but I fired up my ice cream machine. So here you see this young man is working on a rack.
So a rack, I do feel pretty down.
So here's a young guy right there.
Let's see what we run it at. See what type of gas it is. See what type of oil.
So he's doing it. So you don't have to be afraid of it.
All my fans is running with
I don't know if this is Heatcraft. Is this you in the chat? So this is Young Buck Refrigeration.
Alright, guys. So usually when a cooler runs too cold.
So I think I was looking at this one. Was I looking at this one today? Oh, that was 2 weeks ago.
Alright, guys. So this straight up
448A.
rack side. This straight up port right here to the circuit side.
Now I don't know if I haven't seen one of his videos yet where he's doing CO2, but he is doing Zero Zone. He is doing Heatcraft. He's doing the Dollar General and all that stuff I tell you guys about. Because I think this one was in the back. He was talking about the air conditioning wasn't working. And it is loud back there. I've seen he's had the headsets on. He's had his ear protection on some of his videos. Because it does get loud. But I think one of his videos that had about, I want to say it had about 5,000 views. I think that was a Zero Zone. So let me show you. While we're doing that, let me go into, what I'll do is I'll go into Zero Zone real quick, and let me show you where the training is for Zero Zone. I'm gonna skip that real quick. Oh, I don't think that's a Zero Zone. Let me see if we can pick up what this is. But he works on the KE, on the Ketatherm controllers. The same thing where you guys might have seen me do the classes where Baker Supply is running some of those classes. Yeah, you can't hear him. A lot of time when he's in the room, you can't hear him. But I just ran across some of these.
Still got pressure bleeding off. Alright guys, so it's about 7 o'clock.
So he's dealing with the compressors that I've shown you guys, where you can rebuild the compressors. So early on in the channel, I was showing the Copeland compressor rebuild classes that they had. So on those rack systems,
This is working properly, so this can get.
on these rack systems, you could completely rebuild the compressor. So let's see if I can find some of this. So there we go. There's the young lion. And let me show you where you can get this training. What the hell? Oh, my bad. Get rid of this. All right. I'll show you guys Zero Zone. Okay, here is Zero Zone. So if you have any desire to work on systems like what you see the young lion working on, yo, Mark Joseph, what's happening? How can you get into these jobs? All right, so here we go. So the question is, how do you get into these jobs? So you can always start by getting this training. If you want to get into the jobs, there are a number of companies that you can get employed by. All right, so you're looking now. That was the rack system. That was the controller for that one system. You actually have several options. So option number one, right? So the question is, how can you get into these jobs? Option number one is you can actually work for the manufacturer. So you can work for the manufacturer. You can look and see here where they have jobs. I've seen now where quite a few people have gained employment using this information I've given you. So congratulations to all of you that have secured the bag. Congratulations to you. Let me see if I can find it. So Heatcraft is in Atlanta. Zero Zone is here. They have their own view locations here. They have their own people. Let me see here if they have anything that say jobs. Careers. Duh. All right, there we go. Careers. Join the Zero Zone team. Now, you would have employment by these rather secure, recession-proof companies that are constantly, getting new clientele, selling new product. Now you got the A2Ls, you got your CO2. So here we go right here that you can actually work for Zero Zone. You could actually work for Heatcraft. You could actually work for Bone. You could actually work for United Refrigeration. Now, when I say United Refrigeration, that's because they own some walk-ins. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I'm all plugged in with my lighting situation. So if you just go there, so that's employment with the manufacturers themselves. On top of that, you could actually work for Kroger. You can work for Kroger, you can work for Target, you can work for Walmart. They have their own techs. So don't forget about that part of it. They have their own technicians. Hold on one second. I forgot to put in my lighting. I just purchased new lighting. Untamed Kango, what's happening? All right, so they're not putting down what they have internships. Okay. So if you're in any of these locations, but more than that, they have positions all around the country. Especially, let me show you another one. Hospin. Oh, this is kind of taking me out the way. Please don't let me forget, because I want to go over the Zero Zone classes. See open positions. There we go. So any location, and let's go. Mechanical engineer. There's Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Wisconsin. A lot of these are factory Wisconsin. Let's see if we can find something. Let's just say, okay. A lot of factory. It's a lot of factory stuff. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for field support technician with Zero Zone. So let me put this, we'll put this in the chat. Every single one of these manufacturers are also looking for, they're all looking for techs. They are all looking for techs. So they're looking for somebody to take ownership of that area. Because they're the manufacturer, a manufacturer always has field reps in every section of the country. They always have to have their own people that are going to be able to put eyes on the equipment. They're always going to have their own people that are going to get involved with the logistics, delivery, install, any kind of damage. They're going to want one of their people to kind of like get involved, put their eyes on things. So as you can see here, these are nationwide positions. There are so many of them, they don't even put them out. So just like I said, they're responsible for supporting large and small supermarkets. They do visits, inspections, and they're going to troubleshoot the equipment. Now, keep in mind, because you're only Art Install, what's happening? Because you're only servicing one line of equipment, you're not dealing with a bunch of different headaches. You're looking at the same equipment day in and day out. So it's not as if you're, one day you're working on a deep fryer, and the next day you're working on a washer machine or something like that. No, you're dealing with open air merchandisers, rack systems, display cases, that whole thing. So yeah, you just, like they say here, you're going to inspect the equipment, make sure it was installed properly. And then sometimes there are situations where let's just say it is let's just say it is Dollar Tree. Just like the young lion had pointed out that Young Buck Refrigeration had pointed out, he was like, hey, look, this unit it wasn't put together right. It doesn't have insulation, all that kind of stuff. You, as the factory technician, as the factory field support technician, is going to go out there and then you're going to document that stuff. And the next time that particular client purchases or replaces their equipment, then that manufacturer is actually going to want you to be involved and supervise that process, and then correct and advise the installers on how it should actually be done. So see right here. They also want you to provide feedback and design and ideas to improve the installation, operation, and appearance of the equipment. So just like I was telling Brother Charles today, I said, hey, you cannot be afraid to call somebody when you're on site. It's not a big deal. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. When you get on site, you're going to pick up that phone and you're going to call and let somebody know what you're experiencing with that unit. So it's not like you're going to be so big where you're just walking around and telling people what to do. You still have to tell the factory what you see, take pictures. You're sort of like a claims adjuster, only you're actually going to do something about it. Complete the paperwork and reports. Right. So you're like a claims adjuster that's going out. You see the accident, but instead of just reporting on it and telling somebody to go take your equipment here or there and get it fixed up, you're the one that's actually going to fix it up. Excuse me, I got my ice cream machine on. I bought more Dannon yogurt, frozen yogurt mix. So I got that fired up. All right, so let me do this real quick, and then I'll go over to Heatcraft, and then we'll do some of the Heatcraft jobs. Let's see if it's under resources. No. Okay. There we go. CO2 training. Because CO2 is the thing. So everything is going towards CO2. All right. View current openings. Let's see what we have. Now, I'm showing you these training classes. This will make this will make you a better candidate. And not only will this make you a better candidate when you're looking to get a job with corporate America, or even with with another service provider, you'll be able to demand more money. Especially if you've had the training, but you haven't worked for anybody, they go goo gaga over that. So this is next month, middle of the month, August 14th and 15th. Where is this probably going to be? A $400 class. Oh, it's booked up. class is completely booked up in August. Sorry, no class. These things you're really gonna want to plan this stuff out well in advance. And this is in Minnesota. Oh, and they're not showing the next one. Don't quote me on this, but you guys can't see that. Don't quote me on this, but I think they're doing these classes monthly. I think they're doing these monthly. All right, so now let's go to Heatcraft. All of these Heatcraft classes and their headquarters is in Atlanta, Georgia, Stone Mountain. This is the Intelligent system where if you've ever watched any of, I erased this thing. If you ever watched any of Young Buck Refrigeration's videos, chances are you will have come across him working with this kind of display right here. And that's the Intelligent system. He's worked on the Ketatherm system. So let's see here about jobs. Let's see. They are always looking for people. Always. Let's see what I can find. So all their training is in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where you would go. Here, we'll start with training. They have quite a few classes that you can take. Let me show you. Let's see if we could go through what the classes look like.
At Heatcraft Refrigeration, our commitment to excellence does not stop with
this
our
is the
product.
head trainer.
We offer industry-leading product and refrigeration training to help you stay ahead of the competition and embrace the latest technology.
Get out of that.
The training is open to everyone, but our course materials are specific.
You can set up an account. To set up an account is completely free. Chances are these September classes are more than likely going to be full. So this is a more advanced, this Intelligent class. This is a more in-depth class than what I took when they came to Houston. Let's go into the CO2. The CO2 is what you're going to do. All right, so the next classes they have are for December. Everything else is full. There we go. I'll make this a little bigger. All right, so for the CO2, and that is your refrigerant, what you guys call Freon. So the refrigerant that you're going to be using is CO2, because now everybody's going to naturally occurring refrigerants. Why you should attend this course? Yeah, so they're just going to tell you how to install the system, how to start it up, and commission a CO2 transcritical system. So 448A, 448B, 404, all of that is gone. That is, even though it's still going to exist, they will no longer make systems using those refrigerants. And I believe that's this year that takes place. I want to say it's next month that goes into effect. So you can just start up your account. It is completely free. You guys can't see it. Let me see if they got anything for November. But I believe they have classes. I don't know how many classes are left in December or November, and then you would then travel to Atlanta, Georgia. These are all classes you have to pay for, but they do have some free online classes. And this is Heatcraft. Yeah, Wilco Appliance says, yeah, you can create an account. So when you click on this right here, it says sign up. It's going to take you over here. And do you need help logging in or forgot username? No. Let me show you. Let me show you. It's in the beginning. It's in the beginning. All right. I don't want to go into the contract. They used to make this so much easier. All right, find a wholesaler. No. Hold on a second. It's all in here. Yeah, Dan Fort. Dan Fort is the trainer. Okay. Not ready for certification. View all training. All right, that's where we at. All right, hold on a second. Every single one of them has it. It's going to be down here somewhere. They used to make this a whole lot easier. Because I have an account. Let me see here. Every month, these people make slight changes. Let me see here. Okay, self-register. There it is. So it's under self-register. So that's where you're going to fill out your information. Brother Charles, what's happening? What are the best online training? Well, I mean, the manufacturer has training. So, I mean, best is subjective. Best is subjective, Nick. That all depends on what you're into, what you like. You have to, and you're going to want to look at the manufacturer's information. All right, so Greg B. Greg, what's happening? This is for the walk-ins. So what I was showing is this is the Young Lion right here, Young Buck refrigeration, and I was showing where you get the training to work on the equipment that he currently works on. Right? So here's the Young Lion.
This case don't got no airflow.
Why do I not have any sound on any of my stuff?
About like 40 or so. Got lights down here. Fan is running.
And I had sound just a little while ago. So if you want to work on these, and I don't know which case this is. This actually could be a Zero Zone.
Up, man.
He's definitely in a grocery store. It looks like a Kroger.
Probably look at the controller. Hopefully got a good controller. I can see
it looks like they're kind of stickers. Let me see if I can go to something. Yeah, so here we go. Here he is in front of, and that's Emerson. Okay, so he's working on the system that's a rack system. So this is Greg B. This is training. If you're going to work in the Dollar General's, any equipment other than the standalone units that I tell you about. So Zero Zone makes standalone units, but they also make these rack systems using 440. I think it was 448 that he's currently using. What you guys call the refrigerant is 440. Yeah, see, he's using 422. That one is 422 in this unit. So you have to. All right, so it's coming up. There it is right there. 422. Well, I had never heard of 422.
Alarms about it.
Well, I think that's what
That's the
that
only thing
is,
I see.
422D.
This was like 1760 cases, pretty filthy.
So here he is working on these cases. So if you want training, I've gone over this before, but I'm able to hit home a lot better when you guys see somebody working on this stuff. So this is Young Buck Refrigeration. He's got about 3,000 plus subscribers. And yeah, this one is from 10 days ago.
Hey guys, you know what
Let
sucks?
me
When
see
you
if
got to
he
literally
worked. Let
walk
me see
all
if
the way
he's talking about
around the
any
store just to get
brand.
to where you need to get at. Me, I'm not complaining because you know they paying me to walk and
It's not talking
drive
about any
literally.
freaking brand.
But
So I'm trying to show you where you get the training for this. So if
during
you
an
did
emergency,
want to,
certainly pumping down. It
if
is
you did want to
ever
go ahead and work for somebody, it'll be that much easier. At least you'll know something about what's going on. Well, I don't do Mark Joseph. You have to watch the video. I'm not the one doing the jobs. You have to pay attention to the video. So you're gonna have to go to Zero Zone and apply for a job. You're gonna have to go to Heatcraft. You're gonna have to go to Heatcraft and you're gonna have to apply for a job. So these are all the classes that they're having that are coming up. So September, these are the 3 classes that they got. I don't know if for the refrigeration basics, I don't know if they still have any. Let's see here. Refrigeration and installation basics. Excuse me, September. So I'd have to sign up. I'd have to sign up again. If you're not active on these accounts, they will take you out. They will take you out. And I don't feel like filling this thing out again. Oh, you guys can see that. So they give you all the information, like it says here, you know, the cost of the classes, where to stay, where your requirements, you know, they want you to be HVAC licensed and insured. Now, that is changing, but you still are going to need to be insured because the licensing primarily had to do with the refrigerant, and that was because they were ozone depleting refrigerant, and now this has a zero effect on the environment. So those requirements change. Let's see here. Maintain at least one tech. Now that has nothing to do with the this is for the Heatcraft contractor program. That's what this is. But you don't need any of that just to take the classes. You don't need any of that just to take the classes. So it's Heatcraft. Heatcraft is in Atlanta. Zero Zone is going to be, that class is mainly in Minnesota. I want to say it is 100% of the time it's going to be right here. That's where the training is going to be for Zero Zone. As you know, I've shown you guys Zero Zone is in, you know, in your Dollar Generals, in your Family Dollar, in your Dollar Tree. Zero Zone is also in your large grocery chains. Not in the, what is that one I told you guys about? Not in Aldi's, but it's going to be, you will find them in Target, you'll find them in Walmart, you'll find them in Kroger, that Winn-Dixie, you'll find them in all those different grocery stores. You'll see a lot of different names when you go into the grocery store and you start to look at the label on those cases. They're going to vary place by place. but you have classes for the refrigeration and installation basics class. So these things fill up quickly. The previous generation of this site, I used to be able to click on it and would tell me exactly how many how many seats were left. And I guess that was a deterrent, so they took that out. So September, you have classes on basics, October, November, December, but these classes do fill up quickly. And they typically fill up the beginning of the year. These damn things fill up they fill up so quick. Yo, contractor, what's happening? Salute to you, brother. Hey, thanks for shouting me out, man. I do appreciate that. You are this brother's always painting me in a good light and putting me, making sure I'm part of the conversation whenever brothers are mentioning what's going on in the space. So I do appreciate that. So what I'm doing is just telling people about, not just about training, but these are actually about the jobs. So quite a few people have had success with getting jobs with these different manufacturers. And I'm trying to see where, let me see here. They are making it. Let me do this. So it appears that they don't put their jobs. Oh, you guys can't see it. It appears that they don't put their jobs on their actual website. They're probably using, they're using like LinkedIn. All right, let's see here. Let's see if this takes me to it. Come on, let's go. Yeah, recruiter.com. So they're using recruiter.com and all these other places. And then let me address. So yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, appreciate that. And so Nick was saying, now don't forget you have Learner Trade. He covers refrigeration. So far, he's been recovering refrigeration when it comes to like FBD machines and things like that. But if he's able to do FBDs, he's probably doing some other refrigeration as well. He just hasn't gotten around to it just yet. So here's with Heatcraft. Here's a job, Northwest region. Let me get this out of here. Let me get that out of there. Northwest region, $38 to $44 an hour. You get your health insurance, the whole nine. And that's on factory fix? What the hell? All you need is a high school diploma or GED. All right, 1 year of experience. And let me be honest with you, a lot of that is just paperwork. A lot of this is just to make things look good on the screen. In real life, the requirements are, a lot less than that, because you got a lot of guys who've been taught out in the field and they don't have a GED, they don't have anything. And when you get in front of a representative of that manufacturer and they start talking to you and you know how things work, they'll put you in front of a piece of equipment and see if you can make it do what it do. And if you can work your way around that piece of equipment, you'll have a job. You will definitely have a job. So you signed up last night. Okay. Now who did you sign up with? Did you tell me that was Partstown? Was that you talking about Partstown? So somebody was telling me they were interviewing with Partstown as far as general parts, that type of thing. So every single one of these manufacturers are hiring. Every single one of them. Oh, okay. You signed up for Learner Trade. Okay. But yeah, we have quite a few people. So here, Richardson, Texas, all of these places are hiring. This is Heatcraft. This is not like this is with me or somebody like me. This is actually with Heatcraft. These jobs. Oh yeah, let me jump over to Hossman. Now, this type of zero zone, Heatcraft, Hossman, these are three of your, let's just say these are three of your top 5 competitors in the grocery store space. Ah, there's the training, request training right there. But let me show you about the careers. So unlike the other ones, Hossman has their stuff right smack dab on the front line. Current openings. And let's see here. Let's just do. All right, that's nice that they're showing us that. So let me go to one of your favorites, which is Florida. You guys just love some Florida. Even though Florida don't let you back, y'all just love you some Florida. Now, this is a side of Florida that 90% of you are not on. 99% of you are not in the Sarasota area. But what the hell? We'll do it anyway. You guys are in Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, PBG. You guys are in Miami, Hallandale. What is that where all the Hispanics at? That's just north of Miami. Northwest. What is it? Hialeah. You guys are in Hialeah. I already know. All right, let me see here. So yeah, these are all places that they're looking for jobs. I mean, they're looking for employment for people to come work for them. And there is your Northeast. Your Northeast. Look at all those. And the reason why all these people are looking for employees, the existing workforce is retiring. Every month, these guys are taking their football and they're going home. Let me see if I can get out of this damn thing. These guys are taking their football and they are going home. All right, so let's see here. I am going to job families. So we're going to go with, it's under engineering. We're going to engineering and we're going to general. See, still with the Florida. Still with the Florida. I hate Chirac. Let's see here. Tech. Let's go with Florida. Let's see what I don't know why these people. Oh, I don't know why they make their stuff so hard to search. All right, let's see what we got. But you get the idea. Anyway, they have a ton of jobs open. Let me go to support. Let me go to training. Now, just so you know, Panasonic bought this company. So here they are. They're doing, Hossman is, once again, Hossman is in your Kroger. They're in your Kroger, your H-E-B, your Publix, your Winn-Dixie, your In-N-Out. I don't know what the hell you guys call it, Wawa and all that other stuff. They're in your liquor stores, your gas stations. As they show here, this is Hossman is in your. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Hausman has more techs than anybody else. I don't think there's anyone else that has more technicians out in the field than Hausman. If I'm in error, you feel free to correct me. If I'm in error, please feel free to speak up and say so, because I would like to know who has more techs than Hausman, because I would find that interesting. All right, let's see here. Support. Is it in the support? Training opportunities. Here we go. And once again, there's your CO2 training. You don't see training on anything else because CO2 is the law of the land. It's the way it is. I don't see them having a problem with having fewer than 12 people try to sign up for a class. Zero Zone doesn't have that problem. Heatcraft doesn't have that problem. So I don't know why Hausman would have this kind of problem. Once again, transcritical CO2 systems, 5 hours. This is the one where they're coming here. These are the ones where they're doing, they're not training at their facility. They're training, I believe they're training, in your city. 1 hour in line. Let's see here. Because normally what they'll do is they will go to like a Walmart, a Target, and then they will train people on these units. Of course, they do that kind of stuff at night. Oh wow, that's different. I didn't even put on Nightbot. Hold on a second. I forgot how the hell do you use Nightbot. Money Making Monday. That's right. Well, thank you very much for Lightspeed. Thank you very much for helping my algorithm. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Lightspeed. Thank you so much. So, hey, what's going on? 224. So what you're going to do is you would contact Hausman, so you can request training. And then they'll have to work this out. Right, because they're actually coming to an area near you. So you would have to let them know that you are interested in training, and then they will see if there's a situation where they can bring you in when they're doing a class, because they're actually doing a class on that particular equipment. That's just how that one works. Is what on Instagram? What? All right. So we'll have to see how Heatcraft. I'm sorry, how Hausman is going to set their training up in the future. So this is the way it is. All the other stuff is being phased out. So CO2, R744. That is what you're going to be dealing with. That is what you're going to be dealing with. Oh, I kicked him out. I kicked him out. So LED Handyman, I got the ability to to time people out. So I didn't kick him out. I timed him out. But to be honest with you, I do need the interaction with the channel. So I'm not gonna really kick him out like that. Now, if you want parts, you can contact. I have an account set up with Hossman. Okay. You can also sign in as a guest. Let's see if this thing even works. So you do have the ability to buy these parts directly from Hossman, directly from Zero Zone. And I think you can buy Zero Zone, you could also buy from Partstown. And in Heatcraft, you can buy those from United Refrigeration. So all the parts are here. Pretty soon, I'm gonna let's see here. Probably the end of August. I'll start to kick up more on the training schedule, and that's just because summertime is over with, and because the kids will be back in school, the training schedule is going to start to heat up. So here you go. They tell you what's what, quantity. Now I logged in as guest, so that's not my price. So here you go. They have all that information is there. You could look up, do all this kind of stuff according to voltage. There's 460. So we got one compressor. It's a scroll compressor, 5 horsepower, 460 volt. Ooh, to the customer, that is $3,381. Eesh. And that is not available. It won't ship. It won't ship until September 13th. So, yo, I'll catch you later, man. So you see, you have all your, everything is right there. Everything is right there. Well, speaking of that, let's see here. Let me go to United. Because you guys like that United Refrigeration training. Let me see how long we've been on here. So let's see here. So on the United Refrigeration site, you will find additional training. So you see here, they're talking about R290 for the compressors, for the Embraco compressors in Pennsylvania. Let me see here. And they're going to have some walk-in training. So hold on, let me see if I can find something for you. End of summer is always going to be rough as far as people spending time with their kids. See, so they automatically jump to September. So here we go with September. That was your Manitowoc classes in North Carolina. Pineville, North Carolina. You got your Manitowoc and Hickory, North Carolina. All this Greensboro, North Carolina, Manitowoc School. Wheeling, West Virginia. Cairo, West Virginia. And Hurricane, West Virginia. And that brings us into October. So let me give you this. Let me copy this and put this in. Oh, let's see here. Let me put this on here. So that's information for, like I said, this stuff is coming up months from now. It is not It's not here yet, but when it comes, you need to prepare. So you need your game plan. Oh, good. Yeah, 224. Yeah, man. I see you've been doing your thing, man. I've been checking out the Instagram posts. So what you want to do is you guys are going to want to put together your game plan as far as what you want to get trained on. What you get trained on is going to determine what you're going to be working on throughout the year. The more you learn, the more money you can make. So don't forget that you have, so this is all the walk-in stuff. Not just walk-in, but rack refrigeration, which are zero zone, rack refrigeration, which are Hossmann. Like I said, you're going to want to contact them, and then they're going to let you know when they're going to have something in your area. Excuse me. And is this Heatcraft? No. Yeah, all this is Heatcraft. So Heatcraft, let's see here. There you go. So once again, Heatcraft, Zero Zone, Hossmann. Those are three top rack manufacturers. And we can go even more. We start talking about well, I was actually going to talk about beer lines and all that kind of stuff, but then I saw this guy. I saw Young Buck Refrigeration. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and talk about a little bit of what he's doing and show you. See, because everybody's asking, all right, what school did you go to? You are very good. So all these people are like, you know, trying to figure out how you do this. And how you do this is you have to get training from that manufacturer. So here they're trying to give him information on how to do this. And that looks like that's a woman. This looks like this is a woman giving him information on this. All right, so there's that. So when you see this kind of stuff, these are racks. Those are Parker Sporland solenoid valves.
Yeah, I think the suction should stop.
That are controlling the refrigerant flow going to each one of those cases.
So we should be having. Is this hot gas?
So if you want to learn how to work on that kind of stuff,
I think it's hot. It is hot gas.
These are the companies that are making those rack systems. And this is where you get the information from to service these rack systems. They have the training. $400 is not, you know what, $400 is a decent investment into your future, right? So you're actually going to spend more than the $400 between airfare and hotel. Airfare, hotel, and then food. You're going to spend more than $400. Just so you know. So the class is not, you know, the big factor here. Let's see if we got anything else on Instagram. No, we don't have anything else on Instagram. So anything else you guys like for me to address? Because we're at the 1 hour mark. We're at the 1 hour mark, so we've gone over this so you guys can see what these are. The reach-in coolers. And you can't tell me you've never seen these. They're in every gas station, grocery store, liquor store, dollar store, Dollar General. They're everywhere. These systems are everywhere. Let me see what else. And so this is the behind the scenes. This is what you don't get a chance to see. This is what's in the back room. Most times, and there's your rebuildable compressor. There's your compressor right there. And what most times what you where's your CO2? Yeah. So this is what's called a rack system because they're on a rack, they're on shelves. And so this is what Young Buck Refrigeration is working on.
So about 2:30 is it should have been now.
Young line right here. This is what he's working on.
They said it was in the hot 60s. And with hot gas, it gets pretty hot.
Let me see if I can get this thing off of here. So this is it right here.
The temperature was already climbing down, he said. So when it defrosts at 2.
Oh, I got a commercial. That's all right. So I'm actually going to go into work tonight. I've got some work to do. So I am actually going to bring this to a close. But just know we're going to have more information like this. More videos like this where I'm going to start telling you about the classes again because it's about that time. And then we'll get more into the news about, you know, who's doing what, which company bought who, which service company is now under whose ownership, that whole nine. Let me see here. Let's see if I can find some of this other training for you. But they have, yeah, see, here's the side view of those Parker Sporlan solenoid valves. So there you go, right there. Oh, you guys couldn't see that. Damn, my bad. So here's the valve right there. That's what the valves look like from the side. Let me see. Let me go back to one. There it is. All right, so that's the valve right there. So these are the valves. And Parker Sporlan has their own thing. One of the guys, he gets on almost every day and does a like a 1 minute video. He does like once a day or once a week. He does like a 1 minute video. Now they're going away from this type of valve and they're going with the new electronic thermal expansion valve that you see right here. They have an EEV and an ETE. So they go by different names. I don't quite know what the different, you know, one is a thermal expansion valve and the other is whatever. No, I don't want to get bogged down with that, but let's see here. Let me go with Sporlan. Oh, good, you guys can see. Nope, wrong Sporlan. I don't think this is it. Nope, wrong Sporlan. It's Parker. Parker Sporlan. There we go. And Parker Sporlan, they have let's see here. They have all kind of training. through Parker Sporland. They actually, I believe you actually go to the class. So they have virtual classes, and then they have in person. But this is just as important a component in refrigeration as the compressor. So without this, if this is not functioning properly, a Parker Sporland valve, if that metering device is not working, then your unit is not working. And so they have, like I said, they've done you guys can see that.
Hey, it is showtime.
They've done a lot of work,
rousing adventure of chill skills.
Make sure that they can get this information out to you.
Thank you for joining us today. This
lots
is a
of videos,
recorded webinar, and it will be posted to
how many
our
videos.
site for your
lots of videos, where to place the bulb.
You can watch it over and over again. If you're so
inclined. And so today
we're
going to go through
the
a
topic for
webinar.
this
We're going to
episode
teach
is
how
the
everyone
S3C series case control.
What is the cylinder valve?
First and foremost, so we'll go ahead and get on the
covering the S3C case control product line.
I'm not going to push
calendar
it,
invite.
but
We do have a dial.
These are all things you should
here's
really.
your microphone.
Shameless
You are
promotion for
watching
the
this on
next
Zoom.
webinar. I always have trouble with
Now,
If you have any
I'll put
questions,
this in
type
the
them in
chat.
the Q&A window or the chat on Facebook, and we will try to get them.
We will be
Again,
releasing
this is our
new
first time, so we're
episodes of this
trying this
I should
out.
probably
relatively
get rid of the
short
word.
Okay, and this
Just like
webinar
the
is
other
going to
big
be recorded, so if you
streaming
want to watch
services
this later
in
on,
approximately
hotel,
2
so
weeks, we
I
will
can work.
post
all right, first
Wait
and
for
foremost, my name is
anytime
Henry
I want
Papa.
to.
I am
of
the
this series
sales
of
and sales
webinars on
engineer out of
S3C
Florida.
case control.
And if you have
And
any
we will
follow-up
tell you about
questions,
more fun
recommendations,
stuff
feedback,
involving
my
this
email address
relatively
is
new
got
henry.papa
Everything you need to learn
Now,
about this.
Roland's always
Learning
here.
about this information
Okay,
is
so
going
how do
to
you use
learn about these
in
components.
this training
It
module, we're going to
will
demonstrate the process
guarantee
of
you.
PT for
See, there's your
pocket
thermostatic
or our
expansion valve.
He's going to demonstrate how pressure and temperature measurements throughout the
EEV,
some of the takeaways, layers and nomenclature, and also it will
EEV, TEV, and then they got another name. They have another name for
and
it.
saturated
Electronic EEV, electronic expansion valve.
24/7.
So
Sporland.com.
Okay, so what you're going to learn
Hello, I'm
is
Jim
where
Jansen,
CPU vapor
Senior
exists.
there's another guy on
properly
YouTube
managed
like
for
HVACR, and he likes to show his
saturated mixture,
And
different
again,
vape color.
and in that kit you could
John
actually
Whithouse.
build
that
my
your own
longest running co-host.
thermal
The first thing we're going to
expansion
discuss
valve.
is how a
John is
refrigeration
it is kind of
system valves, and we'll go into
Right,
the
hold
basic
on.
principles.
He's also a
Pressure
published
temperature
author,
charts, PT
consultant,
charts,
and
network
I have said
seated,
many,
saturated
many times in the
equalizers,
past,
and measuring nominal
all around
capacity.
extra smart guys.
Parker
That's why I got him
So
Sporland.
just
to me.
remember nominal
All this
capacity.
means John's a real
Valve
big deal
is
around
have
here.
our
John,
basic
thank you for
refrigeration.
joining.
Let's see if we can get it. There we go. So here we go. It is, I want to say the one he's got is about this. It isn't anything like that. His looks just like this one. So with this kit, you can size your own expansion valve. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I don't know why it is not, you can't hear it all of a sudden. Uh-oh. You got 4 voices all of a sudden? All right, let me take that off. All right, how about now? You should just have one. So here is the I have another. I'm trying to use the tablet at the same time so I can see a lot better what you guys are putting in the chat while I'm trying to show you some of this other information. So sorry about that. So yeah, this is a lot of this is getting cut down on because of the electronic expansion valve. Those are not adjustable. You will not be able to adjust those. But these other ones, so here are the cartridges that go inside the expansion valve. So this helps to better control how the refrigerant comes through that that expansion valve. And actually this, I need this. And that's on the laundry owners, but that, oh, you guys can see that. That was on the laundry owners. But that actually, this is actually for a dishwasher. And that kit is kind of high. But anyway, so here's all the stuff. Parker has all the training that you need. All the training that you need. Let me do this. You will not regret. You will not regret paying attention to these videos. Just getting exposed to the information in those videos will make the difference. All right, good. It will make all the difference to you. All right, anything else before I go? Because I got a lot of my week started and it's already jam-packed. It's already jam-packed. So I'll be back on Thursday. And occasionally I do live videos on Instagram throughout the week. So I will catch up with you guys later. And thank you all for your donations, contributing to the channel. You know, added more lighting and all that other fun stuff. So I'll catch you guys on Thursday. See you later.